Hi guys, welcome back to another What's for Dinner. Last week you guys saw us having, if you guys saw, you'll saw that we had lasagna. That was YouTube time. This is actually the next day we're having leftovers. So this is the leftover salad my girls are eating. I always feed them first because if not, it's gonna get crazy. So we have some leftover salad, and then we also have leftover lasagna and pizza, and I think that's what we're gonna have mainly for dinner. I was gonna get extra garlic bread, but we were completely out. We had a soccer game of my nephew that we went to, did laundry, did a lot of things, so leftovers is always great to have. My in-laws will be coming over, and I think they will be bringing some extra items too, so we can incorporate and have a big meal with family. So before we get started showing you our leftovers again, I do want to say if you guys enjoy watching What's for Dinner videos, please don't forget to give this a thumbs up. Remember, you can always share this video with your friends and family or on your social media by clicking the share button. Also too, if you recreate any of these meals, I love seeing your pictures. If you could tag me on my Instagram or on my Facebook using the hashtag down below. Also too, if you aren't subscribed and enjoying What's for Dinner videos, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Okay, mama. And let's get started. So this is what my plate looks like. I'm just having the lasagna. My girls are having the pizza, and everybody else is having lasagna and pizza. I'm gonna eat the salad. I decided to add some banana peppers on top of it to see if it's really good. I don't have pepperoni, so I'm gonna try that to see if it gives it a good flavor. And this is gonna be what's for dinner today.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready?
So on the following day, I started by boiling some water and added some salt, and we were trying a new pasta to make spaghetti. My girls love spaghetti. They can literally eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Well, my youngest can. We usually will just have it for lunch and dinner, and lately I just been making enough to just have for the next 2 days. It really makes it easy when you have like school and soccer games or things and places to go to. So it definitely just makes it for an easy, quick night. And we were gonna pair this with a salad, but we did finish up the salad. This week I focused a lot on making sure we got rid of a lot of things that I've had in my freezer or like in my pantry before going and heading to Costco. But I think by the 4th or the 5th meal, you'll saw that I did go to Costco, and you guys will be seeing the Costco haul soon if that is something you guys are interested. This is the meat sauce that I had. I had very little bit left, but I wanted to use this up, and I had said it in my last What's for Dinner that I was planning on making a spaghetti. Well, we had enough lasagna and pizza for 2 days, so it had to get used up, this meat sauce. So what I ended up doing was I added my homemade marinara sauce that I had in my freezer, and I added a lot. I added a good amount. My girls and I, we really like our spaghetti with a lot of sauce, so as you can see. And I just let this cook on low for a good like 30 minutes. It just brings all the flavors in together, and even though it didn't have that much meat, it was actually pretty good. So we had that for dinner. And then each time I add the pasta in, I'm just like, this is a crazy amount, but it ends up finishing every time. We usually have family come over, or we'll have family stop by. We'll take this for work lunches, school lunches, and if we're hungry or something, we'll just warm up a plate. So it surprises me each time how much spaghetti I've been making lately, but it usually lasts for 2 days, and it's good to have for leftovers. So since I was out of salad, I really wanted something as a side, and I couldn't find any frozen vegetables. So I saw this canned carrots. I have no idea how this even got in my house, but we have it. And I've never tried canned carrots, and I just want to say I am not a fan. Definitely, I've always had them fresh or frozen, but definitely no. This was a big no for me. And I love all vegetables. I'm not really picky with vegetables. My husband and kids didn't even try it, and it just tasted so bland. As you can see, I just seasoned it up with a little bit of pepper and garlic salt, and it was just a big no-no for me. So this is what the plate looks like. I was out of garlic bread but did not want to go to the store to get more, so we just made toast and added some butter. We had some chili pepper flakes that my husband likes to add on his spaghetti, and that was our dinner for that day, and as well as the following day. I didn't show the next day, but yeah, we had spaghetti for like 2 days.
So for dinner today, we have the Polka sausage with the pineapple and the steamed rice. I have showed this in another What's for Dinner, so if you want to see how I make this, I will link down the video. And then for the veggies, I usually pair it with a salad or just steamed broccoli. But I have this broccoli, carrots, and cauliflower cheese sauce. So this is what we're having for dinner. And we're going to sit down and watch the Kobe Bryant Memorial on this day that we're eating. And just reflect on it as a family and what happened, just to value life. We had a very rough week with family and things going on, but yeah, this is what we had for dinner on this day.
Even if the sky is falling down.
Okay, so as you can see, I left the sound on that moment. Usually during dinner time, I'll be helping my girls while I'm cooking, or they're doing something. So sometimes it's just easier to do a voiceover. But I just love the sound of grilled onions. And I was trying a new recipe. This is just some of the seasonings that I like to use on chicken. I'm going to be making these fajita chicken rolled up that I saw in a video. So I will put that video down below. She made hers using her air fryer. And it is a great option if you're doing low carb. I'm not doing low carb, I'm doing WW, but it still works out because the chicken is 0 points. And it was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. So I had an onion to use up and also a green bell pepper, so that's why I decided to do this recipe. So I just, cut them up, slice them up, and I let them cook for a good 20 to 30 minutes. And then I just added salt and pepper to them. And then, as you saw, I did have a bag of corn on the cob. Obviously, that's not low carb. But my girls love corn on the cob. I had a bag of them in the freezer that I just got recently. So I had boiling water and I just cooked those up. So here I'm just putting the grilled onions and peppers. I'm putting half of them in a separate container because I knew I wasn't going to use it and I didn't want to be cross contamination since this is raw chicken. And right here I have 4 chicken breasts. They're the thin ones from Costco that I really been loving. They cook so much faster and they're just really easy to use and defrost. So here I'm just using the seasonings that I use. One of them is, if I don't know, you could see it to your right, it's the sazon goya. That's what gives it that red color and it gives it a lot of flavor. It also has a little bit of garlic, salt, black pepper, and a little of the Lori seasoned salt. It's just a little bit of each. And I really like it how it flavors my chicken. So what I did is that I just put it on both sides and then rubbed it on there.
Are you recording?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Can I say hi?
Alright, go say hi.
Hi, Dad.
So now I'm going to be adding the grilled onions and grilled bell peppers inside the chicken, and this is where the roll-up part comes. I thought it was pretty interesting how to roll them up. It was just something different. We hardly make fajitas here in our house, but I thought this was a really cool way to do it. And the way I did it was that I just rolled them up just simple, and then I put a toothpick, and then I just cooked them on my stovetop. Definitely the next time I think I will insert the toothpick sideways. I did it that way because I saw her do it, but since she was cooking it in her air fryer, or maybe I saw it wrong, I don't even remember honestly. I just inserted it that way, but definitely I had a hard time, as you'll see coming up in the clips. It was kind of tricky to get it to flip over. I tried taking it off, but at the end it still came out good, and I will show you in a bit what it looks like plated up and how I pair this with the sides. So I did struggle a bit trying to turn them over, but nothing too hard. I was able to get them. I just wanted to make sure they browned it on each side and nice and cooked. And then after that, I put a lid on them until they were nice and fully cooked. And like I said, this is just a fun way to have fajitas, something completely different. And it was really, really good. What I ended up doing was I paired this with a butter rice, the corn on the cob, and a salad. You can also add cheese on top or salsa or whatever of your favorite toppings you would normally add to fajitas. What I ended up having was salsa on top on just one of them because I wanted to try it first on its own to see if it was good. And then I just added some Greek yogurt on top. I was trying to keep that chicken and the salsa and the Greek yogurt 0 points for me since I'm on WW, but you definitely add whatever you want. And then I had it, like I said, with the corn with a little bit of my butter spray that I like to use and that salad, and it was just a simple meal, but it was actually really, really good. So I definitely will keep this in my meal rotation. And this was dinner for that day.
Hi guys, so for today dinner we're gonna be doing some side items. I have some leftover chicken nuggets that I'll probably warm up for the kids too, just to finish them up. I'm gonna make some baked beans. I noticed in my pantry I had one of these. I don't even know how long ago I bought them, but they're still good. And I like making my baked beans in the crock pot, and it's just very simple. I haven't made them in a couple of years. We don't eat them quite often,
but I just get any brand of baked beans. I usually do 2 of these or like a bigger one, and I usually will use a whole packet of bacon and the bacon grease in there, and then I just sprinkle some brown sugar in there and just let it cook on slow, and they're actually really good. But this time I'm gonna make like a smaller size of it because I had only one of these, which is perfect. We had bacon for breakfast and we didn't finish it, which is a very rare thing in our house. So I put it in the fridge, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna crumple it up inside there so I don't have the grease, but I think it's fine. Instead of brown sugar, I'm gonna use this one, so definitely you can use regular brown sugar. This is just a 0. Hi. This is a 0 point for me, brown sugar, so I'm trying to keep it lower on points, but by no means this is low in points. Yes.
Hey guys.
Yes.
Me and my mom were drinking smoothies.
Yeah, we made smoothies.
I have a flounder one.
You have a flounder one,
My mom has a real cup.
Yeah, a regular cup. You have a flounder cup. By no means this is lower in points on WW. Half a cup will be 6 points. I already tracked it on my app, but definitely can still eat some of that. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of it, and then I'm gonna cook it on high for about an hour. I'm gonna be home, and once I leave I will put it on low so it could be nice and ready for dinner. It's about to be 12 o'clock. Sometimes I can't talk. 12 o'clock in a bit, so I want to make sure I get this ready to go. It should be ready. We usually eat dinner around 4:30, 5 o'clock, the latest. No, it's like 4:30 by the time my kids get home. So I'm just gonna assemble this really quick. Now that I got my baked beans in there, I'm gonna let them cook on high just for an hour, and then I'll switch it down to low, so it could go for a couple of hours and cook nice and good. I have some chicken breasts that I had thawed out in my fridge. I have them ready to go. I'm gonna be making some shredded Crockpot barbecue chicken, just shredded up. I'm gonna be using this barbecue sauce. I'm gonna use about a cup. I'm gonna add it in there, and then definitely if you want to use salt and pepper, go ahead. I have some leftover seasonings, just regular seasonings that I like to add on my chicken, so I'm just gonna add that in there. And then I highly doubt I need cooking spray, but just to play it safe, because I don't have my Crockpot liners, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add that, and then I'm gonna cook this on high for a good 3 to 4 hours until it's fully cooked. Shred it up, and then we're gonna plate it up with some Hawaiian rolls. And then for the other side, I have the Crockpot barbecue chicken. I'm gonna have the baked beans, which right there I feel like it's already a lot going on. I'm gonna see if I do either a salad or some sort of veggie. So we'll see how I plate it up, but for right now I need the crock pots. It's not something that I'm really used to using the crock pots. Something that I started using last year. They're very handy to use. And right here I just have 3 chicken breasts. Trying to make this low in points for me, for WW, but if my family likes it too, even better.
Can I say hi to the camera? Hi guys.
Hi guys.
My mom is cooking something.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
I'm gonna make some barbecue chicken. So now I'm gonna add the barbecue. Definitely you can use whatever barbecue you have. This is a good way to use up some barbecue sauce if your family loves barbecue sauce. Now, you don't have to mix it. This is just an easy dump and go recipe, but something inside of me is telling me to mix it. Make sure everything gets coated. I'm gonna let this cook until it's fully cooked, and then we'll see what kind of sides I come up with. But as already, the barbecue and the baked beans smell so good. Okay, hasn't been too long, but I noticed that I forgot to add a little bit of brown sugar. You want to add to this. I think that's it that they needed. So I'm just gonna give that a mix too.
So ending the meal the same way we came back, just from the soccer game and from my nephew's soccer game and from doing laundry. We also went to the park. So I ended up letting this cook a little bit longer. I believe it was like about 5 hours. We ended up eating dinner pretty late. And we were super hungry. So when we came home, it was nice to have food ready. All I had to do was shred the chicken, and it was so easy. I wanted to take out the chicken and shred it in a separate plate, but it was just falling apart so easily. So it took me probably like 30 to 40 seconds, honestly, just to shred this up. And when I'm not kidding you that it smelled amazing, it smelled amazing. This was a big hit in my house. My husband really liked it, I was super surprised, because he doesn't really like too much barbecue, and more of it was that sugar-free one. But definitely you can add whatever barbecue you want. It's just a simple easy chicken. As you can see there, I'm trying it to make sure if it needs extra seasoning, but it was perfect. And then we had gone to Costco the previous day and we bought this salad topper. You will see that in my Costco haul. It is so good. My husband requested it. It has like pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and craisins. So I added just a little bit of that on my salad. I could have added more to my salad, different toppings, but I was just being lazy, honestly. We were just hungry. I just wanted to get food on the table. So that is the salad. It was just that with the salad topper. And then I had Hawaiian rolls that we just got from Costco as well. So I thought that it would be really good to pair this. But honestly, this barbecue chicken is so good on its own. You really don't need bread. But since I had the Hawaiian rolls planned out for this meal, I thought it would be really good to try this. So I just put the chicken inside the sandwich. You can see that I have the baked beans on the side. I definitely had 2 servings of it. What you see in that bowl is 1 cup. They were so good. They look a little bit darker than what I'm normally used to, because I think they went on for a couple of hours, much longer than I usually have them. But honestly, they were delicious and they were completely gone. And then I'm just adding on, I warmed up those onions and peppers again, and that's why I saved them from the other meal, because I wanted to add them on top of the chicken. And this paired really good. My husband, like I said, really loved it, and that's always a big win. And then I like spiciness, so I had that chile on the side. That one is actually really, really good. It gave it a good vinegary and spicy taste to it, which goes really good. But if I wouldn't have had that pepper, also jalapenos is also really good. Or if you don't like spicy, just leave it out. But it gave it a really good taste. So yeah, this is my what's for dinner for this week. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you enjoy these kinds of videos and would like to see more, feel free to hit that subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.